Yo, I respectfully disagree podcast. Back in the building on this Good Friday. Got off work early, got E in the building.
Yeah, I took off today.
I don't blame you.
Yeah. I had to get some time in.
I need a day, y'all.
Yeah, I had to get some time in with my baby today.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
That's what's up. I don't know if she want me to say that she over in the corner. She wanted to come witness firsthand.
Yeah.
How everything works.
Yeah, she want to see everything live because, she's one of the people that I always follow the live.
Appreciate you.
Live and stuff like that.
Definitely appreciate you. So today, man, it's a continuation of March Sadness.
Yeah. Quick question before we dive into that. Because, I've been on that crazy puff kick lately. I know you done had them.
Hey, she came in here with some the other day. I think they were good, but I want them when they fresh.
Hey, hold another
I need
animal.
it when it's fresh.
Hold another animal. When you get it though, get that jalapeno cheddar cheese. Thank me later.
Like I might have to pull up today. I ain't
Thank
ate
me
nothing
later.
today.
I'm trying to tell you, better than Cane's, but
look, don't do that, dog. We just went to Cane's Wednesday. Peyton had a soccer game, so we pulled up at Cane's.
Yeah, that's your spot though.
That's the best meal.
Yeah, it's your spot.
But finishing up with the last episode, we was talking about Kentucky basketball. Shout out to LaShawn who pulled up. And I want to say maybe the next day or a day or two after that is when the clip with Rondo and Demarcus Cousins started going viral. Yeah, they was talking about Kentucky on the Gilbert Arenas podcast.
Yeah.
Like everybody was talking about.
I know Stephen A. said something about it.
Yep.
On First Take.
And you was the one who actually tagged me because I was working. So when I listened to the clip of what Rondo and them was talking about, I'm like, bro, Rondo is preaching. And that's what I was trying to say on the other episode. I was like, bro, there's a difference between college basketball and Kentucky basketball, in my opinion. Like Kentucky comes with a whole nother set of standards and expectations. So that's why the whole ordeal with Tubby transitioning into Billy G, and you knew then that wasn't a good fit. It wasn't going to work. And then when they went and snagged Calipari, we honestly thought, and I'll put myself in that mix, that we was finna like take over the college scene and dominate for a minute. Yeah. Now, granted, in a sense he did, but it didn't equate to no championships other than that one with Anthony Davis. And that's what I kept trying to explain to people because they was like, bro, y'all going to Final Fours. Do y'all know how hard that is? I'm like, bro, this is Kentucky. Final Fours don't mean shit.
That's like Kentucky is equivalent to the Lakers and the Celtics.
Literally. And that's what Rondo said. I'm going to play the clip real quick for those who may not have heard it or seen it. I didn't watch the full podcast. Did you see the full thing?
I didn't see the full one, but I just seen they heated debate.
Yeah.
Because Boogie.
We're gonna dive into it. Just let me play it real quick.
How do we get to this place of we now disrespecting the guy that created a standard? He's brought more positivity to this university and to this fan base than any negativity.
He has one chip, though.
No matter what university, no matter what legendary coach, they all went through a dry spell of, losing tournaments, not really meeting the standard for that year. It happens with every program.
And they get fired.
That's not true. And we're talking about the category of elite coaching. Kyle is an elite.
How many chips Kyle got?
Enough.
Don't give me enough. It's been over a decade. It's about what have you done for me lately.
The revenue is booming. You've been to UK. That motherfucker don't look nothing like he used to. It's not good, and that's what I'm saying.
Like you just said, it's
University of Kentucky.
Don't disrespect the University of Kentucky, though, bro.
I never will.
It's been one of the greatest colleges of all time.
100%.
Way before Cal got there.
100%.
So it ain't just he didn't just come there and set the standard that it's winning basketball now. Nigga, been that.
Nah, it wasn't. When I got there, it wasn't. It was down.
Bro,
it was down.
Bro, how many championships they got?
I'm talking about when I got. I'm talking about when I got there.
Yes,
it was championship of bus with Billy Gillespie. Are we like? What are we talking about?
Listen, that was a bad hire on the. That was a bad hire.
So like I said, when I got there, the standard wasn't championship. When we got there, it was championship of bus.
It still was Kentucky basketball,
and I'm not changing that.
It's just like saying the Boston Celtics or the Los Angeles Lakers. Like you. We're not talking about Detroit Pistons here.
Even those franchises have dry spells. That's the point I'm making.
They did. You're right. It ain't easy to win. You're right.
It's not. So I don't understand how we get to the point where our next best option is to replace this coach. That doesn't even make with what? Revenue is going to go down.
I never said replace him.
Everything that Calipari brings to a program is going to go down if they replace this guy. Everything is going down.
I disagree with that. It is UK. It is the brand. It is Duke.
So who would you bring? Who would you bring?
I never said fire Cal. I said that clearly. I never said.
Yes, he did never say that.
All I'm saying is he has to get the guys to buy in.
That's never been a problem.
These guys are looking at the damn draft boards every day. Mentally, it's like, okay, I want to do what's best for the team, but at the same time, my agent's calling me. I got the NIL deal money coming in. So these are different times that these kids are going through to buy in, to understand, okay, it's about sacrificing every night on the floor. I don't think they did that completely in understanding, okay, we need to focus on winning versus looking at the draft board. And I think that starts with Cal and the staff getting them to buy into that system.
How do we get to this place of we now disrespecting?
And that's the part I wanted the end to also be in that clip, because I'm going to talk about that too in terms of the kids watching the draft boards and things like that. Like, to me, that's the most important factor in all of this. So you ain't a Kentucky fan. Let's get that out the way. I want your opinion before I share mine in terms of when you hear that clip as somebody that's not even a Kentucky fan, and I respect your opinion because you're going to at least keep it 100 in terms of sports. It ain't going to be no one-sided conversation. So when you hear that, or when you heard that, who did you agree with?
I agreed with Rondo. The shit that Boogie said was just pure idiotic.
To me, it was he was emotional. And I've always told people, I was like, me and Cousins is almost the same person.
Right.
In terms of attitude. Like, people label him as a sore loser, crybaby on the court. But to me, I look at that like, bro, he just cares. Like, he's just passionate about
the game.
So when you hear him speak, you hear the emotion side of it come out. And like I was telling people, I was like, I understand his attachment to Cal. It's like, bro, you changed not only my life, but my whole family. And kids after that. So I'm forever grateful for this person. So I'm going to go to bat for him and go to war for him anytime his name come up. But I still feel like if he would have just took a moment to listen to what Rondo was saying, because technically both of them made good points, but Rondo was trying to explain the history of Kentucky basketball.
And that's where Boogie, you know what I'm saying, what he was saying, like I said, it was idiotic. I mean, I got what he was saying. But like what he was saying was like, you really don't know the history of the program.
Exactly. Because
he's basically saying, the standard of winning didn't start until I got there. He got there, 2010.
I was still there.
So what was Kentucky doing the first 60, 70 years?
It's crazy.
You think about it, bro. You only got one since Cal been there. Y'all, so what happened to the other 7 times y'all won?
And that's the part that I was telling LaShawn when we did our episode. I was like, it's impossible, in my opinion, for these kids. We already know they one and dones.
Right.
So it's impossible for them to fully understand Kentucky basketball. They getting on campus, maybe school starting in August. They usually there early in the summer, taking summer classes and working out and things like that. So just say late June.
Right.
So from June to April, because I'm pretty sure half of them motherfuckers didn't even come back to campus after they lost in the tournament, because they ain't caring about no finals. Half of them that knew that they was going pro, they out, because Rondo never did even come back.
Right.
When they lost, he was out. So it's like from June to April, and I'll even give them for the ones that finished out the whole semester. So from June to May, not even a full calendar year, and then boom, you gone out of Lexington.
Yeah.
How do you understand who built these walls, who built this campus, who everything about this university is enriched in basketball history.
Yeah.
How are they going to understand that fully? Your Mashburns, Antoine Walkers, Tony Delks, the list goes on, Tayshaun Prince. Like, they don't get that. But for whatever reason, because of Calipari and the star power and shit that he brings with him, Drake and all that, they treated these kids like they rock stars.
Yeah.
And some of them really didn't earn it. They didn't deserve it. But in their minds, it's like, I'm a part of this now too.
Yeah.
It's crazy to me.
But yeah, I agree with Rondo more than Boogie, man, because like he's trying to teach him the history of the school.
Right.
I mean, everybody knows Kentucky's one of the blue bloods in college basketball, which is y'all, Duke, Carolina, and Kansas. But at the same time, Kentucky basketball is up there as far as like the championship pedigree with the Los Angeles Lakers, Celtics. Hell, when you're talking about getting these kids in the pro level, the next level, they the Alabama of college basketball. You go to Kentucky, you're going to the league.
Yeah, because
that's what
spotlight is going to be there.
Yeah.
The spotlight is there, bro, and that's what I'm saying. Even before Calipari, UK was still, they're contracting before SEC Network with CBS.
Yeah.
ESPN was going to pick up them games. So it's like Kentucky in itself has already made a name, bro. Like, y'all are just adding to it. And the goal was, we still trying to catch UCLA.
Yeah, I mean, but you think about UCLA. I mean, if they never had Kareem or Bill Walton, Kentucky leads everything in championships.
Everything else. And honestly, that part is finna be up for debate because of this drought that we having. Kansas and Carolina's names are itching up there in terms of most wins, most tournament things, and all this and that. So it's like where Kentucky was the top of the bar, the other blue bloods done caught up.
But when you talk about like a consistent level, really Kansas, because North Carolina had a lot of down years.
Okay,
they had a lot.
Yeah, that's a sensitive subject today. Shout out to
I
fam.
don't care because they fucked my parlay up last night.
What I tell you on the phone though before the game even started, and shout out to Spears and them. They didn't want to listen to me. Alabama is that team, kind of like the old school Phoenix Suns.
But I took the money line, not the points. All you had to do was win. You lose by 2.
But I told them, if you gonna get in a track meet with Alabama, it's not gonna work in your favor.
I ain't watched the game, so did North Carolina start slow? Because that's what they did when they played against.
They came out off to the races.
Who was that? Michigan State? Yeah.
They put up 90 in the first half. Like, it wasn't no defense. I'm talking about take the ball out and go. Both sides. And I'm saying that Alabama, that's their game plan. Alabama's trying to outscore you, bro. When they played Kentucky, both teams scored over 100, I think. I think that was the game, either them or Arkansas. But I told my peoples, I was like, bruh, North Carolina don't have the personnel to play 40 minutes of fast-paced basketball. And because of arrogance, I guess, bro, we Carolina, we built for this.
But what I tell you about certain teams, though, during the season, like, it was a lot of teams that was Jekyll and Hyde, and they was one of those teams. You just didn't know what Carolina team you was going to get.
I honestly think it was just coaching, bro, because they was going back and forth. The game was close the whole time. And then it came down to the last 2 or 3 minutes. Alabama went on a nice little run right there at the end. And then Carolina, you know what I'm saying, they got tired. Every announcer, every commentator this morning even said it. They got tired.
Yeah, because I seen your post last night where you said, what's his name?
Baycott. Yeah,
after
about 40.
Said he definitely smoked the dunk.
Wide open. They dumped down, went up, blew a tire or something. I don't know.
Check that came on.
Check this out. I'm looking at Alabama's schedule. So from January, here's what they put. Nope, I'm going to go all the way back to December. Really, the whole damn year. I'm calling out the whole schedule. This is how many points Alabama put up, starting with game 1, November, 105, 102, 102, 98, They lost, so they had 81, 99, 85, 89, 92, 85, 87, 111, 101. And I kept telling them, I'm like, bro, that's what Alabama wants to do.
NBA numbers.
Bro, we down in January, 93, 91, 109.
Did they play Kentucky?
Yeah, I'm getting there. Now we down in February. 99, 99, 109, 100, 98. Kentucky beat them 117 to 95. They beat Ole Miss 103-88. They lost to Florida 105 to 87. So you hear the trend.
They
running and gunning
points.
They running and gunning, and that's what I kept trying to tell them. I'm like, bro, North Carolina ain't built for that.
Yeah.
Like, first of all, North Carolina may be outside of what? UConn still got some bigs. Purdue,
yeah,
with Edie, but like Baycott ain't a up and down big. He's a slow the game down, dump it down in the post, dominate the glass.
Yeah,
big. Alabama was running his ass up and down the court, and I'm like, yeah, you'll hang in with him, but when it comes down to crunch time, and you having to start using your head, mental decisions and things like that, dog, fatigue matters.
Yeah. And
they got their ass whooped, dog.
Yeah, fuck North Carolina.
They got their ass whooped.
Then, who else lost yesterday? Arizona.
I told you I had a feeling about Arizona. We talked about that yesterday morning.
I had them losing in the next round anyway, so it really didn't even matter. I had them losing to Baylor. They lost in the first round?
Yep. Clemson's just playing good ball at the right time.
Yeah.
Hell, they gonna fuck around and make it to the Final Four.
Yeah, but ain't nobody beating UConn.
Nah, it ain't looking like it.
Nobody say ain't nobody beating UConn.
It ain't
just like what we were talking about last night. Like, UConn has dominated championship-wise.
Yeah.
The 2000s. Because if they win this year, it's going to be 5.
Yep. Shout out to my brother, Rick. We was just talking about it the other weekend, last weekend, and I didn't even realize it.
Yeah.
He's like, man, why ain't they ever in that conversation? And I was like, damn. I was like, when you really sit down and think about it, hell, Duke only got, 5, ain't it? Or is that just Coach K?
Nah, Duke. Now, the championship they won is because of Coach K. I think they only got 5.
So I'm saying
I think
5.
North Carolina got 5.
So the next one up is us at 8.
Yep.
And then UCLA. So it's like UConn.
Because UConn got 5. If they win this year, it'll be 5 in the 2000s, and they won in 99. So they have 6.
Right. UConn gets overlooked because of the girls. You know what? That's fair.
True. That's true.
Fair. That's fair. Shout out to Justin on the live. He also said UK changed because of money. As far as basketball, they've always been top in the country. And that's what I'm trying to explain to people. Going back to the Rondo Cousins conversation. Hold on real quick. Shout out to Shaq. You look at college teams, there aren't any more positions in college basketball, especially when it comes to big men. My upcoming team is big, but we will run and gun. I'm telling you, that's true too. And that's why I felt like Hubert Davis should have slowed the game down. I was like, that North Carolina had the experience.
Yeah.
You had the upper hand over North Carolina, but when you tried to play their game, you fell into that trap. And it's like, I don't understand why people didn't get that. Hell, North Carolina starters played almost 40 minutes, literally like the whole game, bro. What did you think R.J. Davis was going to do? Plus, he shot like 0 for 9 from 3 last night. So I'm like, when the game matters the most and the game is on the line, he ain't even going to have the legs to get the damn ball there.
Right, yeah.
Because he been running all damn night. But back to the Kentucky thing real quick, because I'm saying in terms of, we're sitting there talking about UConn and stuff like that. They're doing it without the quote-unquote
the All-Americans.
Top ESPN 100s and this and that. And it's like, for the longest, that's all we were banking on when it came to Calipari early.
Yeah.
And I fell in drunk at Kool-Aid too, because I didn't even know who John Walton was until I started seeing them highlights.
Nobody did unless you've seen the mixtapes,
right?
Because you think about it, we ain't checking that damn top fit 150
at all. And even now, it's like everybody's like, "Oh, we got this kid." I'm like, dude, I have no idea who these kids even are. Like, why are you a grown adult looking into who these kids? That's how I always approached it. But then I'm like, okay, we finna get Wall. He's like, we got Cousins too. I'm like, Cousins. So you go look up his tapes and things like that. So then every year I done Julius Randle. Oh, we definitely finna get 9 now.
But when you really think about it, think about if you got 5 or 6 kids coming, and they top 3 each in their position, their respective positions. That don't mean they're gonna win.
Hell, we know it now.
Hell, look. Let me give you a prime example. Look at fucking Michigan, the 5-5. Think about it. They played an experienced Duke team.
Yeah.
Christian Laettner and them fucking, he's a senior. Bobby Hurley a senior. Grant Hill, I think Grant Hill was either a sophomore or junior.
And granted, even though that's been damn near what?
Shit, that's what?
Damn near 30 years?
30 years? Yeah.
It's like, in my mind, I still expect that from college basketball. I get it. The game has changed, similar to what, he's saying. It's almost positionless basketball, but it's like, I'm still looking for juniors and seniors.
You got to.
And things like that. So I feel like now it's going back to the way it used to be, especially with this transfer portal and things like that. And that's where Kentucky then got caught in that gray area between how do we transition from one and done to making sure we got some leadership experience on the team. And Calipari is too stubborn to turn that corner, in my opinion. That's why when he just had the meeting and stuff the other day, he's like, I'm not going to tell any other kids that they should go pro, because that was his MO going all the way back to John Wall and them.
Yeah.
Cousin said he wanted to come back.
Yeah. Cal
told him, we're taking your ass to the league.
I remember that. Yeah.
So it's like, that was always my beef too. It's like, why are you forcing these kids out? The money going to always be there.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like that's the trap. It's like, we're going to lure these kids in with money. Cal don't care about winning. That's what keeps his name high.
I've always said, man, the money going to be there.
Yeah.
If I play college ball, if me and who I'm playing with can't win that championship by my sophomore year, especially if we got a great team, then that's when I'm start thinking like, well, maybe I need to go ahead and go to the league, because I don't have nothing else to prove in the college ranks.
Right. But it's like, bro, think about back in the day, and I'm really finna sound old. Think about when Arkansas had their little run. Corliss Williams
and Scotty Thurman there.
Then you look up, you see Florida. Joakim Noah and them could have left.
Yeah.
They was like, nah, we running it
back to back.
Even if you look at the 90s Kentucky team, Antoine Walker,
they was all fucking juniors and seniors.
So it's like, why are we now depending on freshmen to get us back to those days when we know for a fact the recipe was never freshmen.
It was never the underclassmen that was gonna win.
And it's like, it forced Duke to start going one and done. Kyrie, Austin Rivers, Tatum, Ingram. And it's like, I feel like even in that short span of time, Coach K still outdone Cap.
Yeah.
He ended up getting what, 2?
Yeah.
So
he even has Zion them too.
That's what I'm saying.
Zion
so it's like
Barrett, RJ Barrett.
Duke didn't never go that route, in my opinion. He always had leadership, your JJ Redicks and things like that. Carolina started trying to dip in that. Kansas fighting for Wiggins. And it's like, you hit that period for about a good solid 10 years where everybody was trying to snag the top kids and see if they can turn the whole program around and this and that. But it's like, once Cal started losing your Wiggins and things, because we thought Wiggins was in the bag. We thought Wiggins was a done deal to Kentucky. Once you started seeing them picking Duke and places like that, and then we have a mediocre season, I was like, hell, worst case scenario, Kentucky used to dominate the SEC. Bro, we ain't even winning the SEC. So it's like, what are we talking about? y'all are right. Carolina should have slowed the game down, but it's hard for pure athletes to do that. But it comes down to coaching, bro, and it goes to what we all sitting here talking about. It's like I'm not trying to piss on Calipari because I agree with Cousins when he says that if you fire him,
they have nobody to replace him. Like
everything goes out the window.
Yeah, everything's gone.
You don't have no pipeline.
Yeah, everything's gone.
Any kind of recruits at that point. And how do y'all feel about? I'm changing gears super fast, but how do you feel about y'all hire?
I don't even know who the fuck that is.
I don't know who he is either.
They could have gave me that job. Please hit that Charlie Murphy.
I don't know who he is.
They could have gave me a job. I seen the picture of dude yesterday. I'm like, who the fuck is this guy? So Louisville gonna go 3 whatever next year.
I got hopes for y'all.
I don't at all.
I got hopes for y'all.
I could take 10 of me and beat them right now.
I'm lying. I'm hitting the button on myself.
Yeah, I know you lying.
I'm lying because I'm gonna laugh.
Because you hate Louisville just as much as we hate Kentucky. Because you know what? Those Gillespie years, I loved every bit of that shit.
Let's talk about it then.
I loved every bit of that shit, boy. I swear I did.
So even with that, Cousins mentioned that. And I'll give him kudos again because technically he's right.
Yeah.
Kentucky was in a drought.
But we talking about what? 2 years?
I can't talk. He was only there 2 years. But like I told y'all, in those 2 years, he had full support of the fans.
Yeah, he did.
Until we started getting
He only got that damn job because fuck Texas A&M beat Louisville in the first round that year, and then y'all fucking got him the next year.
His name was
got the goddamn job.
His name was high. We didn't know he's gonna be a damn alcoholic.
I mean, but think about this though, man. Certain coaches, certain names can coach certain programs or certain teams.
Yeah.
Think about it, man. You got a prime example. Remember Winning Time? Pat Riley was the perfect coach for the Lakers.
I agree there.
Phil Jackson, perfect coach for the Lakers.
They need a perfect coach now, but
yeah,
that's a whole nother conversation.
I mean, but it's just one of those things to where, man, your personality gotta fit the team and the program.
I agree, and that's why I felt like you can't argue Kenny Payne. Yeah. Kenny Payne being fired because his personality to me
fucking
didn't fit.
It was dull as shit.
And it's like I was on board because of who he hired on his coaching staff and all of that. I told y'all I went to the little camp down there at Shawnee and I saw what he was trying to do.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm saying to myself, I'm like, you know what? I like this. I'm a Kentucky fan, but guess what? I live here in Louisville. If he can turn this around, get the city back booming, I applaud that man.
I think he still should have got like at least one more year. Because he came into a dumpster fire.
Exactly. Which is what this guy finna do too. It's like shit, half the team done hit the transfer portal.
You can't turn with fucking water and the wine. Well, Big Sandals can, but you can't turn water into wine just like that
at all.
Like, come on, dude. It's gonna take some time, man. That's just like, man, you get a old school. It's gonna take some time to get it together.
Right. Hell, look at what they did to Juwan Howard. I mean, granted, but you gotta produce.
But you gotta think though. They went down here ever since he called the coach at Wisconsin with their right. Let's be 100 about it. Ever since then, what have they done?
But it's like, bro, like all the dynamics of college sports right now, basketball, football, whatever, it's like it's not going to be a quick turnaround because of the transfer portal, because of everybody being able to land recruits. Now, because of the NILs, it's like you can't hire a brand new coach and then say you got 3 years to fix it. Especially if he ain't bringing a class of kids with him out the gate, similar to what Calipari done. The glory in Calipari's story in terms of Kentucky basketball was his first season out the gate. He brought talent with him.
Yeah, but you think though, you got to look at far as like the history behind it because he's always been able to get talent. Look at UMass. Look what he did at fucking Memphis.
Exactly.
You ain't never heard nobody talk about Memphis that way.
Penny, bro.
Well, outside of when Penny was up, Penny, man, we talking about 92, 93, bro. Really? Come on, bro.
I'm just saying. But no, you
Memphis
right.
wasn't getting talked about like that, man, until he got there.
And even with that, I feel like the talent that he had in Memphis was nowhere near what he had here in Kentucky.
Nah, hell no.
So with that, going back to the Rondo conversation again, Rondo's like, how many championships y'all got? Just one. And then Cousins' response and what stuck out to me was like, enough. No, the fuck ain't.
Nah, it's just only one. I mean, because you can say that same shit about Tubby and Rick. Rick only got one. Rick really should have 3 when he was there. Because you got that 96 where y'all had the fucking NBA team on y'all goddamn team. You had 2 starting 5s. And then 97 when y'all lost to Arizona, but that's only because DA was hurt.
Yeah.
And then Tubby had the 98 squad, which was Rick's team. He just made them play better defense, and they won the championship.
Yep. I agree wholeheartedly. So that's why I'm saying it's like both of them made valid points, but I feel like that's that new generation. Cousins has the new generation mindset.
Yeah.
And it's like he started talking about money. I'm like, granted, Lexington looks nowhere near the same from when I was there.
You know what? I ain't never been in the city of Lexington.
Say swear.
Ever.
Oh, wow.
Ever.
Oh, wow.
Never.
I said when I was staying on campus, we was in them old ass dorms.
We gonna have to go where?
Take him on up there.
Look.
Take him on up there.
If I don't come back, you know why.
But I'm saying it's like I was there the year Wall and them was there, and they all used to be like they treated them like they was rock stars.
Yeah, I remember those fucking what was they called? Y'all little madness games and shit. What was that shit called?
Big Blue Madness.
Big Blue Madness. I watched a couple of them.
And I'm saying it's like, bro, they was superstars without the winning part of it.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, to me, that's the difference, and that's what Rondo was trying to explain. It's like, bro, when you walked on UK's campus and you looked up and you saw the banners or you saw different names, and Mashburn, his name is going to ring the state of Kentucky from front to back, top to bottom.
Yeah.
Antoine Walker, Ron Mercer.
Yeah.
All of them. But guess what? Now John Wall, Cousins, they all get that same level of respect without the accolades. And to me, that's the issue. And that's why it's like now everything is driven around, oh, well, I sent this kid to the NBA and this and that. And I'm like, when did we start celebrating Final Fours?
Never.
I'm like, bro, I'm at Big Blue Madness and Calipari's all in the mic. Look, another Final Four.
Hey, I'm going to tell you what cooked me the most, boy, when they called them the fucking Kentucky Cowboys. I was like, man, that's a low blow right there, that hurt my soul, bro.
The whole country.
That's a low blow. Like, y'all get put in the damn same category as the fucking Dallas Cowboys, man, when it come to, like, postseason play.
But everybody was drinking that Kool-Aid, bro. You know how many years I done heard this is number 9?
Yeah. I hear it all the time.
Aubrey just turned 12 yesterday, bro.
Yeah.
We won the chip when Aubrey was born. I said that on the last episode.
Damn.
I got a picture of Aubrey in the little, what you call it, little bassinet thing with a cigar and a Kentucky headband. The headband was almost bigger than her, bro. I got it in my phone, and I'm sitting there like, she just turned 12 yesterday. Like, bro, we've been looking for 9 for 12 years, man. And I'm like, you have to put them in that conversation with the Cowboys.
If you know basketball, man, you can't tell me that Calipari been there since, what, 2010? He should have at least 4 NCAA championships right now. Easy.
Now,
except for that
I'm gonna say 3
game.
No, that's what turned me off. That's what made me realize that dude was a fraud.
But you think about, okay, granted, Louisville smacked the shit out of UConn 3 times.
3 times that year.
30 plus points, I may add. But like how you said Clemson is catching fire. That's how UConn was. UConn caught fire at the right time. If you look at that tournament, look at all the games that they played and shit like it, like they wasn't barely winning.
I'm gonna push the button. I disagree. One day we gonna have to sit down and watch it. It's gotta be on YouTube somewhere. Watch that whole championship game. They kept going under the screens on Napier then.
Yeah.
That's what UConn loved to do. They was guard heavy, and you sitting here playing to their strengths, going under the screen. I'm sitting there screaming at the team. I'm like, dude, why are they not going over it? Force them off the 3-point line.
Yeah.
And when I saw we come out in the second half, and they kept doing, who's old buddy? Was it Boatwright?
Boatwright, yep.
Him and Napier killed us.
Napier was killing everybody in that tournament.
And I'm like, bro, ain't gonna make no adjustments. This is still early in his career at Kentucky, so you still trying to figure it out, his philosophies and things like that.
Look, dog, it kind of reminds you of the Oakland game.
It burns.
That struck a nerve, didn't it?
It burns, man, because I'm telling you, that's been 12 years. I ain't gonna say 12 because that was we won in 12. So yeah, 12 years.
Yeah.
Nothing has changed in terms of his approach to coaching. No adjustments. We still basically doing this trash ass dribble handoff motion offense, trying to create mismatches and get downhill. And I'm like, bro, Oakland has packed the paint.
Yeah.
There's no driving lanes. Why are you trying to force something that ain't there?
What killed me is, where's the shooters on y'all team?
Look, that was our Achilles heel for the last few years. We didn't have shooters. We just had athletic guards, similar to Wall and Bledsoe and them that year.
Yeah, because the only ones I remember y'all really having since he's been there was the white boy. Was it
talking about Wiltshire?
Him.
Hero. People forgot about him.
Hero. Book.
He didn't really use Murray like that.
Yeah, he didn't. Lamb.
Darius Miller was still there. He played. Yeah. That's the year we won.
But see, hell, he was what, a junior?
That's what I'm saying. But even with that caliber of kids, in the last 5 or 6 years, we didn't have that.
Yeah.
We didn't have no shooters at all. If you looked at our games, every time we played, it was like, teams are daring Kentucky to shoot the long ball.
Yeah, he's trying to win our pure talent and athleticism. And
it's like, bro, at some point, I get it.
No balance.
It's like, okay, if I bring in a group of just raw, talented kids, as similar to if we went and go and play at the damn park.
Yeah.
If you picked your team, everybody out there is cold. But guess what? When it gets to that game where y'all playing against some old heads who know how to play together, now you got to start thinking like, damn, I got to think about this now. Because I can't just go get to the rim and do this and do that. That's where your coaching comes in at.
Yep.
So you bring in the best kids, but now I bring my coaching philosophy late in the season when they need the guidance.
Yeah.
And that's what happened with the Oakland thing, bro. It's like, how many threes does this motherfucker got to hit before you double him, run him off the line? He didn't even take a 2-pointer.
That third one he hit, we doing boxing one. I need somebody to chase him the whole game.
Man. I wouldn't even be mad if he sent somebody out there the way Cousins did old buddy in the Louisville game, man. Just put your elbow in his damn neck or something. Do something. But it's like, I don't get it. But this episode wasn't to bash Cal because hell, he's our coach. He back.
Yeah.
But they had to.
You can't replace Cal. I'm sorry.
They had to.
You can't replace him.
So we'll see. We'll see what the season holds, man.
And if they, they're going to make it to the tournament next year. If they lose in the first round back-to-back years, then it's like, man, hold up now. We got to have a discussion.
I want that treatment they gave Tubby, man. Them folks got on that man yard, bro.
Yeah, I know.
I was on campus at that time. I was heated. I'm like, really? This what y'all finna do? Yeah. This man ain't even really got a losing record. If you look at his time at Kentucky, He's got a winning record.
But you know what that was, man, because of the color of his skin, he had Duke in his hair. Now, if he was light and had Moose, then he'd still be there.
Look, I saw a post the other day. I forgot his son was on them teams.
You talking about Sauce?
Yep.
Man, he looked like motherfucking
Aladdin or something.
Nah. He looked like Buddy off of Phineas and Ferb. That's who he looked like. That's who he looked like.
Big Blue Nation, I apologize, man. I ain't talking bad.
I ain't apologizing. Y'all fuck y'all.
Oh man.
You know what though? We didn't have this conversation so many times, man. Just like Dallas, man. Like y'all, I don't hate y'all program. I hate y'all fans.
Yeah.
I said it again, I hate y'all fans because I said it with a lot of passion when I said it. I hate y'all fucking fans.
That's fair. And I even thought
it ain't even the team. I swear it ain't the team, bro. It's the fans.
Cause I be going off. I be mad as hell.
Cause you think about it, bro. I know I can count on both hands and not use all my fingers that I know y'all are diehard basketball and football fans.
Yeah. I was in them trenches when we was only winning maybe one game, two, maybe. Hell, I was there.
Yeah. Look like y'all about to go back to that.
Yeah, it's coming, bro.
Y'all about to be bottom feeders again since Texas and Oklahoma's coming there next year.
I'll give him a little bit of credit because the last few years he's been able to get some kids in the transfer portal and things like that. But it's like even with them, and I ain't gonna talk football here, but it's like I get it. He didn't really have the personnel to just open up a playbook.
Nah.
But it's like for a lot of them years, it's like you knew we was gonna run on every first down.
Mm-hmm.
We was gonna run on second down.
Mm-hmm.
We was only gonna throw unless it was 3rd and 4.
Mm-hmm.
And if all else fails, screen.
Yeah.
Like it was so predictable to where this year, Levis year, he opened it up a little bit, and I feel like it made a difference. It made a huge difference against y'all.
Yeah, it did. Really did. Yeah, we'll see y'all next year.
We'll find out.
Yeah.
Because I know y'all riding high.
Yeah.
Y'all didn't like how the season ended.
Yeah. Cardinals.
Shout out to Cuz.
Cardinals about 3 touchdowns.
Shout out to Cuz. Deuce.
In Lexington too. Yeah.
We'll see.
Yeah.
But that whole Texas thing and stuff, bro. Woo.
Uh-huh.
I ain't ready for it.
Yeah, y'all got to play them in Texas this year.
I ain't ready for it. Not at all. So, great conversation, man, before we get out of here. I hate to mix the conversations, but I'm going to mix them simply because of something I saw you post. And I've been telling people for years, everybody just ignored it, and that's the part that I don't like. Some people are so much of a fan to where they're biased, and they'll turn a blind eye to the obvious. You shared a post from, who was it? Who was talking about it? I can't think of who was in the video with the Jay-Z. Who else was in there? It was talking about him biting the lyrics. Was it a comedian or something?
It was Cameron that was talking.
Cameron.
Yeah. Because it was because he used that on the little diss track that he did on Jay-Z.
And it's like, it's been documented for years.
Yeah.
I've seen a video that was like 15 or 20 minutes long of just people showing where Jay-Z, I'm talking about word for word. It's plagiarism, man. Mm-hmm. But for some reason, he's the GOAT, he's the greatest, Hove this, Hove that. And I ain't going to talk too crazy because I know Beyonce had an album came out today, so I don't want nobody to get me. But it's like...
I was about to say something, but she's right here.
Uh-oh, you a Beyonce fan?
Yeah.
Uh-oh, yeah. I ain't going to talk too crazy.
I was about to say something, but she's right here.
But it's like, I saw you post it. Why did you post it? Did it change your opinion, or you just trying to see if somebody's going to take it back?
For one, I thought the shit was funny and shit because the actual diss song is funny as hell. But when you really look at it and you know, this is just my opinion, when has Jay-Z ever been the #1 rapper?
It's $1 million question. Nobody can tell you that.
I'm not taking nothing away from anything that he's done far as like being in the music industry or whatnot, but what has he done to be the GOAT of hip hop? Cause like people ask that same shit about Pac and Biggie. What makes them one or 1 and 2? Hell, Pac only had what like 5 albums?
I want to say 5.
Albums? Biggie only had 2 before he died.
I feel like that's one of them things where once you lose somebody, unfortunately, especially in a tragedy like that, it's like just out of respect alone.
Yeah.
You kind of catapult people kind of higher than what they need to be. That's a whole nother conversation.
So me and my cousin, man, we was talking about this shit earlier, man. He a big Jay-Z fan. Jay-Z's first album was Reasonable Doubt. Came out in 1996.
Mm-hmm.
It's not even in the top 5.
In the height of music.
You know what the 2 top selling albums was? A Guy That You Actually Hate. Matter of fact,
hate is a strong
Machiavelli
word.
was number 1. All Eyes on Me was number 2.
All Eyes on Me is a classic. Bro.
Guess who cracked the top 5 though? The Fugees.
They like, and that's what I'm saying. Like, if you really go back, shout out to my cousin Sneed. We was just at our aunt's funeral the other week.
Yeah.
And he was like, forgot what specific year. I want to say he said 96. If you look up 96.
Oh, I did this morning.
Google how many rap albums came out just that year alone. Morning. It's a lot.
Bruh,
of fucking
when I looked at the list, this is the classics that I seen. Outkast, ATLiens, Machiavelli, the Fugees album, All Eyes on Me. Guess what else came out that year? Ice Cream Man.
Okay.
They came out in 96. Nas's album came out that year. Damn, I forgot which one it was. But that came out. Not what I am. It was the one before that. That came out.
It was a lot.
I'm like, and I'm like, and the reason for that, I thought the album was a good album. But I'm looking at that list. I'm like, shit, that wasn't competing with nothing that dropped that year.
And that's why I tell people all the time. And once people hear it from me, it's, oh, you hating, you a hater, you this and that. Bruh, we talking about Rap City, In the Basement, all of them years. If you really go back and think about it, when was Jay-Z the face of any of them?
Never. Because hell, I posted a video where they said 96, it was Pac. 97, they said it was Biggie. 98, DMX, another guy you hate. I don't
hate is a strong word. I just don't.
Well, you don't like his music.
East Coast just
don't like his
different
music.
for me, man.
It's like he had a two number 1 albums in 1 year. You tell me how many people done fucking done that? 2 number 1 albums in 1 year, and you supposed to be the top guy.
But that's
and then here's another thing. I love you. I'm sorry. No. I swear to you, I have this conversation all the time, and you beehive. Cult.
It ain't me this time, y'all.
You beehive the cult of Beyonce. I'm gonna say this, but just think if certain artists never passed away. Me and my cousin were talking about it this morning. Would Jay-Z be where he's at if Biggie and Pac never died?
I absolutely don't.
I don't even think Beyonce would be where she was at if Aaliyah never died.
Uh-oh.
And I'll debate that with anybody.
It's him this time, y'all. It ain't me. I ain't gonna do it on the day the album come out.
I'm talking to. I don't give a fuck about that goddamn album. Care about them goddamn cowboy boots and Jordan ass jeans.
Her name trending everywhere. I don't want no smoke.
It doesn't sound like it's country.
But you know what?
R&B with the country sound.
Thus far, those are the comments that I've been seeing.
Yeah.
People was like, how are you even gonna label this as country? But I ain't trying to have that conversation because I haven't heard any of it. I haven't clicked play or none of that.
But yeah, like Buddy broke down the years and shit, and like Jay-Z was never number 1 in none of those years. Because even when the White Boy came out, Eminem.
Yep, that's what I'm saying. There was no window of opportunity for him to be like, if you go back in history, his name is time stamped and he ran this period of music.
Wayne had the game on lock for 4 straight years.
And I'm like, bro, how? And that's why I told you over the phone. And we ain't gonna ramble too much because I gotta get ready to stretch. I gotta play this game today. I said to you, with the internet nowadays, if enough people hit the share button,
Yep.
you'll start seeing people change their opinions and change their perspectives, even if it ain't no evidence to support it, because everybody else says so. I gotta fit in with what everybody else saying, so I don't look like I'm going against the norm.
Yeah.
And that's why I'll always be on this island by myself. I don't give a damn who it is and what we debating. If it's something that I strongly feel or believe, I'm not going with the masses just because. And that's why I feel like now you can't even debate who's the best because his name is solidified in that conversation now. Mm-hmm. Oh, this album went platinum. This album did that. And I'm like, bro, like.
I ain't never heard of fucking Jay-Z album going diamond. Nelly went diamond. Is he the GOAT? Country Grammar went diamond.
He got a Billy. He got a this. And I'm like, bro, when did money start equating to who's the best and this and that? And while my wheels are turning, I'm going to throw this curveball in it. Everybody give my guy flack. I was watching Skip Bayless this morning. They talking about all of his accolades and things is because of longevity. Can you say the same thing about Hov? He just been around so long to where you just kind of have that respect for him and you just kind of put him in that category because of how long he's been in the game. Y'all say my guy ain't got 6. Mike went 6-0. So Hov ain't got the albums or the period in history where he's like, all right, he ran the game here. You just put him in that category because he's been there. Think about it.
That's fair.
Think about it.
That's I can't argue that.
Think about it.
That's fair.
That's just me just sitting here on the fly. Like, I'm just sitting there saying to myself, I'm like, you can't argue his business.
Right.
He is a businessman.
Right.
That's not even debatable. So that's why I hate when people try to tie the business with the music. Mm-hmm. Like, the moves that he made in terms of even how he handled Rockefeller Records and all of that. All right, bro. He saw this is getting ready to crumble.
Right.
I'm not staying here to pick up all the pieces. I got to venture out. I'm separating myself from this because I got a brand that I'm getting ready to build. Mm-hmm. I'm getting ready to marry Beyonce. So just us two together, two powerful, the most powerful pieces on the chessboard.
Yeah.
Everybody else pawns.
Yeah.
Fuck that. I'll burn these bridges with Dame and blah, 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 because my vision is somewhere else. So you can't discredit him for a business mind. But in terms of music, bro, it's like, what are we basing it on? Because I told you, outside of American Gangster, I don't listen to Hov.
I personally, like I said, bro, like it's 1A, 1B, 1C with me, and that's the blueprint, the first blueprint. Mm-hmm. Reasonable Doubt, and then I put the Dynasty up there.
Okay,
that's what I had up there. But then you gotta also put that American Gangsta up there too, because that motherfucker hard.
It bops
from
bro.
1 through whatever, how many tracks he got on there. Yep. I listened to the Black album and then 444. I think like sometime last year because I never heard the albums.
444 wasn't bad, but it's like, even with a lot of music this day, there ain't no replay value.
Yeah, like, was it the Magna Carta or whatever the hell that is?
Yeah.
I thought that shit was trash, but, I mean...
It's like you listen to it because it's new, you just want to hear it. But in terms of, I'm going to put it in my car and ride with it, I can't do it.
But East Coast music, and even Chuck, I wish he was on here. He'll tell you, they don't even have to sell outside of New York. They can go platinum there alone. Jadakiss said that shit years ago.
Yeah.
He said, I ain't even got to sell outside of New York.
That's true. That's true. We'll definitely chop it up because me and him was supposed to have been doing a conversation soon anyway, based off of this Metro stuff, and this is how we'll close it. Have you listened to The Future yet?
I love it.
It's far. It's hard. It's hard.
I love it. From one, I don't know how many tracks he got on there. No skips.
It's fire. Now, music to my ears. You're a 3-6 fan. So when I started hearing some of them different samples and all of that, I was like, bro, why doesn't DJ Paul and Juicy J get their flowers? A lot of these hits that you hear now on the radio and everything else, bro, they sampling 3-6 beats. You know, all of them. Ray Shrummer, all of that. Like, bro.
You know what pisses me off about that shit? How everybody say, oh, you know Lil Jon started crunk. No, he didn't.
No.
3-6 did.
No.
Because when they turned the club up and hit a motherfucker came on, somebody's ass was kicked.
Swear.
Quick.
So that's what me and Charles was going to talk about. So we'll
yeah.
You invited.
Call me.
The door's open.
I'll be here.
Because I really want to talk about it, because even, you know, they breaking down this diss track with K-Dot and Drake and all of that. And it's like, even with that, nobody's trying to give DJ Paul. That to me is a sample from Who the Crunk Is.
Yeah.
That's not the sample from the original where DJ Paul took it from.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if you want to skip 3-6 and go all the way back, then cool. But the bro, that's DJ Paul and them, bro. I'm like, get out of here with that. Even it's another song on there they sampled 3-6. And I'm like,
yeah.
At some point, these dudes got to be in the conversation with somebody in terms of the greatest producers and everything else. Like, we keep wanting to do all this Manny Fresh and this and that. Like, whose music has lasted? That to me should make you the best. Whose music is getting sampled the most?
True. Because I ain't really heard nobody sampling a fucking Manny Fresh beat. Or hell,
it's out there.
Or hell, even like Beats by the Pound. No, nothing.
Exactly.
I ain't never heard nobody.
Replay value. Like, we know for a fact that this is going to make heads bop regardless what period it's in.
It's so crazy that you say this shit, because I was telling her last night, you know what one beat that gets sampled the most, and you can never go wrong with this goddamn beat? I don't know if you listen to R&B though.
What?
Fucking How Deep Is Your Love at Keith Sweat. You tell me anytime somebody used that beat for a song, that song was trash.
Oh, wow.
You name me one song that has that sample and that motherfucker was garbage.
Oh, wow.
Because what was we listening to last night? We was listening to something and shit. I was like, man, you can't go wrong. We was listening to the original song. And then man, I was like, you can't go wrong with that damn song.
Oh, wow. Damn. Yeah, you got to come back. So
yeah, I'm like, yeah, you can't go wrong with that motherfucker. I'm like, God, I'm like, every time somebody touch that beat and they put their little tweak on it and shit, motherfucker sound good, bro.
I'm there.
Yeah.
I said that's the conversation me and Charles was having when the album first came out. And I was just sitting there in the car and I'm listening to it and I'm listening to these beats. I'm like, as soon as it started, I was like, oh shit.
Yeah.
That's why I put it on my story. Hell, Juicy J even shared it. That's why I was like, okay, cool. Share the damn podcast.
Now, when I heard the song, though, like, I still don't know what the hell K-Dot was even saying to where he was, like, dissing them, though.
That's a whole nother conversation, because I hate to go back here real quick before we get off here, but it's like, I put Drake in that conversation similar to a LeBron. People are just going to naturally hate him because of his accomplishments. If you're not a Drake fan, cool. You're just not a Drake fan.
Avery.
But him making songs and hit records, you cannot debate.
I'm sorry, anything Drake touch is going platinum.
Cannot debate it.
Yeah, it's going platinum. Hell, he even shit got fucking Sexy Red's fucking ass. Like,
bruh, you can't even debate it. So that's why I'm saying it's like some people are so good and great at things to where people just naturally can't stand them. They ain't done nothing wrong, but I just hate you because everybody else love you.
I mean, but when it comes to the music world, though, it's a little bit different than
Talk
the
to me then.
world,
I'll hit the button.
It's a little bit different than the sports world and shit. Because, like, for one, you always gonna get the bias. The bias is always gonna be there. This is like me and you similar when it comes to the whole conversation about certain things. Mm-hmm. If it's bias, get the fuck away from me. I don't even want to talk no more.
I agree.
So you have these delusional ass fans that make the person or whatever else it is bigger than what it really is. No shade on your guy, cause you ain't like that. But the rest of you fucking LeBroniacs and shit, y'all can go to hell.
That's a new one.
Y'all can go to hell. But it really be the people that make the shit bigger than what it is. The person or the thing, whatever the hell you want to call it.
Yeah. And shout out to my guy P from back home, bro. Me and him was having this conversation, I think yesterday, and I was saying to him, I'm like, the album is cold. I'm not gonna not listen to the album.
That motherfucker's hard. I was like, honestly, I'm not a Future fan.
And see, I don't want to consider myself a fan.
I'll listen to shit though.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
It ain't like I don't purposely get in the car and listen to it. If it comes on, then I got it.
Yeah.
Or I got some old Future on some of my playlists and stuff, but it ain't like I'm just sitting down deliberately listening to a Future album. Yeah. Dirty Sprite 2 was hard.
Yeah.
But I'm saying, like, all of y'all made money off of this, man, at some point in y'all career. Him and Drake and Future did a whole album. They went on a whole tour. This tour was one of the highest selling tours in the world. And then you go do that. And if it's really over a female, y'all really tripping.
Yeah.
Y'all really tripping. And I'm like, in terms of Cole, if you go back and listen to the song that they're saying all of this kind of stems from, he was big up in K-Dot the whole time.
Yeah.
So it's like, all of y'all teamed up to do what? You got Ross involved in this now. And I'm like, Drake, to me, in my opinion, MMG ain't nothing without some of them tracks that Drake was on. Don't get me wrong. We all bumped Ross back in the day, Port of Miami and all of that. We all was on that. But in terms of them Maybach music tracks with the soft beats and all of that, Stay Scheming that Drake was on, and You Wasn't With Me shooting in the gym. I'm like, bro, like, Drake helped every last one of y'all.
Drake helped. Like I said, if he's on the track, it's going platinum.
Period. Facts. Nothing comes after that, and I'm like,
you can't take nothing away from that beige motherfucker. Like,
and that's why I'm saying to you, bro. And it's like I'm gonna put him in the conversation with Bron, and that's how we gonna close it. That's when you know you GOAT status. People just hate you for no reason, bro. Just hate you for no reason.
I mean, once again, I don't have a GOAT in basketball.
You need to have one.
No, I will not.
You need to.
I will not engage in the fuckery that you fucking people go through every day.
I'm just saying.
I'm trying to control my blood pressure. I'm not trying to lose my hair while I'm looking like fucking Daheem.
I need a haircut too. My corner's getting thin. That might be why, because I'm in this GOAT debate every week.
Every goddamn day. But I will not engage into that conversation, bro. We had that conversation all the time. I don't have a GOAT in basketball. But here, now I will say this, and this will be my last time saying this. I'm born in 82. I started watching basketball in 87. I'm thankful enough to have seen Bird, Magic, Kareem his last 2 years, MJ, Shaq, Kobe, Penny, LeBron, Melo, Wade, so forth. I'm thankful enough that I was able to see them. What I hate is, see, with that, because like we getting out our subject, see, you got the ex-gens or whatever they call them, with the versus the old heads.
Yeah.
Now I ain't gonna talk. Now early on, I used to talk bad about your guy. I ain't gonna lie.
Everybody did.
I still talk about his shoes though, because motherfucking construction boots you got everywhere.
Look, just wait about another year or two when you roll over out the bed and your damn knees they ain't working, they ain't bending. Watch, you know what? I need some comfortable shoes I can just put on every day and just walk around.
Yeah, I'll give me. I'm
gonna come down and be like, look, bro, take your choice. Take your choice. Take your choice. Because after a while, them orthopedic boots, man,
them ones that you showed on Facebook, they was like a purple color.
I don't know.
Like a dark purple?
Yeah.
That's when I had put
Yeah.
that's when I put Neil Armstrong's boot on there. Because that's what it looked like.
Nah, them the fours, bro. The fours
Is that what those are?
Yeah. Those are cemented.
Those are good kickball shoes. If
Listen
the kickball is a bowling ball.
Listen to me, all right? You like foams, right?
I ain't never had a pair.
But foams are in the...
But like
foams are a cultural classic.
But the way the shoe, it looks and design, yeah, I like them.
The foams are a classic. That shoe was from back when the foams first came out. The shoe is made out of the same material that foams are made out of. In my opinion, that shoe was ahead of its time.
Okay.
Now, granted, it is big. It is bulky. It's bulky. I will give you that. But the LeBron 4, in terms of like how people describe Jordan 1s, Jordan 3s, Jordan 4s as the classics.
Yeah.
LeBron 4s fall in that category for the LeBron line.
Okay.
The 4s are hard, bro. But I give you that because I only have one pair.
Of 4s?
They OGs from back in 2005.
Yeah.
And I'm saying to you, like, now that they're retroing, I was like, bro, I need them.
Yeah.
That purple joint was hard.
Yeah.
But just watch. Pretty soon when your spinal cord and all that start giving out on you.
Shit, that motherfucker down there dead now.
I'm telling you, LeBrons are based on an Air Max unit. So for people that walk around talking about Air Maxes are comfortable and this and that.
They are.
LeBrons literally are an Air Max basketball shoe. Tell me.
I just be hating the design though, man, because they real deal look like Hogan's boots he wore in '83 when he slammed.
Yeah, before I get ready to get off here, we gonna have this conversation real quick once we turn this mic off. But nah, good stuff, man. I don't even remember what we sitting there talking about.
Hold up. Here go my pastor, my bishop on here. This is a good question. You're a basketball guy. Is Louisville now a mid-major program?
Ooh. If I had to just answer that off the whim, like, you could say almost, because of who they've been losing to these last 2 years.
Yeah.
Smaller market teams and mid-majors and stuff have been competing with them, if not beating them. And based on the talent that they currently have, no time soon are they going to compete with your Dukes, Carolinas, Virginias, Clemsons. So, no disrespect to U of L, but do you knock them down to a Murray State or an EKU caliber team? Or do you elevate those schools over Louisville?
It's kind of disrespectful right there.
But I'm calling them a mid-major is too.
I mean, based on the talent that they get and the way they playing, it's like, oh no.
That's a great question. That's why I preference my statement with no disrespect.
Bishop, we just gonna keep it as they are the bottom feeders of the ACC currently right now, because that program, basketball wise, is not going nowhere no time soon.
It's gonna take somebody sacrificing a lot to say, you know what, I'm gonna be willing to go through the growing pains, but the ultimate goal is to turn this back.
Man, look, let me be the coach. I'm gonna go in there with that Bobby Knight attitude. Get out of line. You feel me?
That's what's missing in all college.
Man, that's all it is, man. Like they don't really be coaching these boys. Like
Shout out to
man.
Spears. He said Murray State is better. That's what I'm saying. It's like, in terms of the state of Kentucky, bro, when you look at Western made they had their name in the tournament, trying to get there. Eastern, Moorhead, Louisville might be the worst team in the state, bro.
They are, basketball wise. Before we get off here, when's the women's tournament?
They play tonight.
Hey,
I got my ticket ready.
Hey, though, let me tell you something. Juju cold.
She's tough, bro.
Juju cold.
She's tough.
When Caitlin and what's old girl's name? Angel Reese. When they gone, I'm telling you, bro, we're gonna have this conversation 2 years down the road. Shorty from South Carolina, the guard, and Juju is who they're gonna be talking about these next 3 years.
Yeah.
Juju gonna get her one before she leave USC.
This weekend gonna tell a lot, bro, because if they win tomorrow, and Connecticut win, then they gotta play UConn.
Ooh.
And then Iowa gotta play LSU.
Ooh.
Like I'm telling you, I've been watching it.
See, that's what I love about that women committee. They set that up.
They
set that up cold. They set that up cold though.
So in order to get to the Final Four, Iowa gotta play LSU. Granted, if they both win, and then USC gotta play UConn.
Because we already know what South Carolina gonna do on the other side. You know, they there. Shit, they already there.
I drunk that Kool-Aid the other day. We gone after this because it's 2:00. I gotta get ready to get out of here. North Carolina, they played North Carolina, and earlier in the season, North Carolina hung in with them. It was a close game. They had North Carolina plus 22. I'm like, here, I'll take the 22 points. Man, they damn near beat them by 50 the other day. I'm sitting there like, you know what? I'm taking the spread. About like UConn men's.
Yeah.
I'm taking the points. Yeah. So wherever South Carolina, I got them tonight. They got them at 15, I think?
They'll get it.
I was like, give me them.
Yeah, they'll definitely get it.
I need them points. So, yeah, great conversation, man. Appreciate y'all that tuned in to the live, the little handful of people. I know it's a Friday. Most people at work or chilling, getting ready to relax. Some people are off on Good Friday or whatever. Hope everybody have a nice, happy Easter. Real quick, put you on the spot.
Okay.
Run them off. 30 seconds. Top 3 Easter candies.
We really doing this?
Run them off. I got to get ready to go play. Put you on the spot. I said you on the spot.
The jelly beans, but it got to be either the Jolly Ranchers or the Skittles. Yeah.
Never mind, y'all.
No. We're gonna keep going. Let's see. Got those. Shit. Any of the little fun size little candy bars.
It don't even matter no more, man.
Yeah. Nah, what you got?
Starburst jelly beans better be number 1 on everybody's list, bruh.
I said
Starburst. You said Jolly Ranchers.
I said the jelly beans. I said either the Starburst or the Jolly Ranchers.
No, you said Jolly Ranchers or something else. You didn't say Starburst.
Yes, I did. I'm gonna have to play it back.
I apologize.
You gotta call my phone. You gotta apologize to me.
I heard Jolly Rancher first, and then
no.
My mind went blank because if Starburst don't come out first, everything else is voided.
I said jelly beans. I said either the Jolly Ranchers or the Starburst. That's what I said.
I swear I thought you said another name, bro.
That's the only candy that matters. If anybody on your live or my live,
Justin said he didn't say it. Nah, I promise you.
Tell Justin to run into a damn wall. I said Starburst. You gonna play that back? Play it back. You better call my phone. You better apologize. But if any of y'all say either Peeps or because I know some of y'all eat them.
You know what? Boom.
Who said it?
Skittles, bro.
I said Skittles. You right.
You said Skittles. Thank you, Justin. I knew my blood pressure and everything went up for a reason, bro.
It's still a goddamn S. Excuse the GD.
Yep.
My passes on here.
We finna get you too. Get it.
It's I still said S. But yeah, the either or for real jelly beans.
Starburst is the only thing that matters, bro.
Do they only just got the original? Is it like a
now they come in the original, or you can get just the red.
Yeah,
the watermelon and the cherry.
All red ones.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mandatory. Shout out to my wife because she know I better have a bag of each. Easter Bunny better pull up on me.
Damn shame.
Easter Bunny better pull up on me.
Yeah, but I know it's a couple people on your live and my live. They like Peeps. They like the black jelly beans. I think if you eat those, man, you'll probably eat a dinosaur. What else? What's that look?
I need the chocolate bunny, the hollow joint. I don't want that big old solid piece of chocolate. I need the hollow joint. Put it in the refrigerator for a couple hours.
You got them people to eat that white chalky candy that got the little zebra lines on them. Those people nasty, bro.
Nah.
That's just like I'm gonna get out of here because when I see Avery tomorrow, you know what I'm saying, we getting 3 rounds in. Because I made another post today about the pizza. Not the pizza puffs, but pizza in general.
I saw somebody was talking about pineapples or something.
Yeah, because I said that. I said, yeah, you disgusting if you eat that. My cousin was like, I'm stretching and shit. He like 6'8" and shit, 2 something and shit. So like I told him, meet me on 49th in Broadway today, which is the Ohio River.
Hey, my wife might pull up on you too. They be eating that mess. I don't mess with it.
Man, that's nasty, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Appreciate y'all, man. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Y'all know the routine, man. Hit the subscribe button. Last time I checked, I was 12 from 600. 600 subscribers.
You following?
Okay. Appreciate you. Dope conversation as usual. Happy Easter to everybody out there. Y'all say a quick prayer for your boy because I'm getting ready to run and get up and down this court with these kids. And I ain't touched a ball in probably a good 2 or 3 months, if not longer. Because this year we didn't scrimmage against these kids because we didn't have, the size disadvantage and things like that in terms of our 5th graders.
Here's the crazy part. So somebody sent me 99 stars on the live.
Oh, wow.
If I can get it, I'm going to send it to you.
Oh, wow.
I don't know how to do that shit.
Yeah, I don't know nothing about it either.
Yeah, somebody sent me 99 stars.
That's why I've been going live on the Facebook stuff, trying to, figure out different ways to reach different audiences. And
yep, my nephew did send me 99 stars. I don't know what that is. I know it's money related or something. I don't know, but
yeah, gummy nerds. I don't know about all that, bro. Yeah, Starburst jelly beans or nothing. Yeah, we out.
Ass toasted, no competition. Unleash coasting. I feel so high, I feel so live. My body's in the twine. Unleash coasting. I feel so live, and I know why. That I can't deny. Unleash coasting. Giddy, fine wine, fools, malt liquor. Wish me I'm high class.